Did you know that a single egg has thousands of tiny pores, allowing it to breathe just like humans? Yet no bacteria can get inside? How is that possible? And how does a hen produce an entire egg in just 24 hours? Let's find out. Today we're uncovering the secret inside a hen's body that you've probably never heard before. You see, there's no magic inside a hen's body. It's actually nature's perfect factory. A hen has a special organ called the ovary. And here's the amazing part. When a chick hatches from an egg, its ovary already contains thousands of tiny yolks, just like a bag filled with thousands of mustard seeds. That means the total number of eggs a hen can lay is determined the day she's born. Even more surprising, out of her 2 ovaries, only one actually works, while the other remains inactive for life. Now the real action begins. Once one of those yolks fully matures, it leaves the ovary and drops into a long tube. That tube works just like a factory assembly line. At every stage, there's a different worker, adding a new layer to the egg. The first stop is the infundibulum, a funnel-shaped section that instantly catches the falling yolk. If a rooster has mated with the hen, this is where the egg gets fertilized. Next, the yolk moves into the magnum. Over the next 3 hours, the egg white, or albumin, forms around it. As the egg rotates, those white rope-like strands also develop, keeping the yolk perfectly centered so it doesn't move around. The next stop is the isthmus. Here, in about an hour and 15 minutes, 2 thin membranes form around the egg, giving it its shape and strength. And now comes the longest and most surprising stage, the shell gland. For a full 20 hours, layer upon layer of calcium carbonate is deposited, forming the egg's hard shell. But here's the question, where does all that calcium come from? An eggshell contains about 2 grams of calcium. The amount of calcium in the hen's entire bloodstream is deposited onto the shell every 15 minutes. That much calcium can't come from food alone, so the hen dissolves and uses calcium stored inside her bones, just like taking bricks out of one wall to build another. That's why, if a hen doesn't get proper food and water, her bones start to weaken, and before the shell is fully formed, thousands of tiny pores, yes, between 7,000 and 17,000 of them, develop in it. Through these pores, the egg breathes, oxygen goes in, and carbon dioxide comes out. It's just like a mosquito net that lets air pass through but keeps mosquitoes out. Finally, nature coats the entire shell with a thin, natural layer called the cuticle. This layer seals those pores so bacteria can't get inside. That's how an egg is built step by step inside the hen's body over 24 to 26 hours, and it's completely natural, not the result of any medication. Yes, large commercial farms do use controlled diets and lighting to boost production, helping speed up the hen's natural cycle a little. But the way an egg forms remains exactly the same. They can't reduce the process from 24 hours to just 10. And here's the most interesting part. Most of the eggs we eat every day are not fertilized, which means they could never hatch into chicks.